What's up, fellas? My brethren. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing out there? Just kind of on the late night tip. Just kind of chopping up some game. Um, just chopping it tonight. Just want to see how y'all feeling. I didn't really want to be long, but you know, I just want to check on my brothers tonight. Everything's good, bro. How you doing, Chris? Um, yeah, fellas, I just want to chop on and check on y'all tonight. What's up, Golden Child? What's up, player? Yeah, man, I wanted to just chop up some game with y'all tonight. Um, kind of on a late night tip, and I don't really have no visuals for y'all, but you know, I just wanted to see what y'all take this last 24 hours with the whole president-elect situation. Oh, you just watched Red Tails? How was that? Nah, I didn't get no email. You sent me an email. When did you send the email? I gotta check. I, um, um, yeah, I had to check my emails, Golden Child. But yeah, one of the things I wanted to just kind of chop it up about is that as black men right now, we kind of talked the other morning. I did a vid, but it's just a few other things I just kind of wanted to go over with you guys. And oh nah, I had to check, bro. Um, but we talk about this before, but we literally are at war, man. And it's more spiritual than physical. And really, it's it has come down to this. Yeah, black man, we the shit, man. And all of this that's going on, guys, y'all gotta understand that all of this is about us. I don't know how much I can repeat that. The whole thing is about our progression as black men. But the sad reality, and I'm kind of just a ramble thought, guys. I didn't write anything down or anything like that. It's just kind of a ramble. But y'all can just chop it up. And make sure when y'all come in, y'all push the like button. But we have to understand that we are in a time now that all the doors are closing in on us. All the four walls are closing in on us, and we have to really understand where we are as men. And we known for a long time in all our spaces, and that with the real pill spaces and stuff like that, that we don't really have friends, and other than the brotherhood of us. But it's coming down to crunch time, and we're going to have to really band together, and we're going to have to leave some of us behind. Because really the only governing system that's going to counter what's going to happen to us outside of this current system that does not support you by no means. We done tried it. The day of that is gone. And the hopes of that is gone. And it's been gone technically, but they just put the stamp on it. Like, fuck you, I'm signing immigration laws for immigrants, transgenders, LGBTQ, everything but you. And you got to understand that we bringing in all these different groups of people to a country that we built. They just letting in the floodgates of buffers, bringing in the floodgate of the buffer class to isolate us even more, because we don't have our women, so that's done. And just talking to a lot of our females that I have as clients, we now need to understand that we have to completely separate ourselves from them. I mean, totally. I mean, to the point that when you even engage in the coming future, when you even engage with, yeah, you say yeah, it is. It's here. When you even engage a woman now, you're gonna have to ask her, did she get the COVID shot? And you really don't have to give her no reasons why you asking. You just say you asking for yourself. But you don't know what's in that shit. They have used our people for so long for weaponizing against our own. Even me sitting here talking about it gives me chills, because I know how these diabolical motherfuckers have been destroying us. Now they're just gonna flush us out because we're not getting reparations, guys. Some people, some content creators are still saying we may get reparations. I hear it, but I don't think so. That's a far gone conclusion. It's not gonna happen. So we have to understand that moving forward, you're going to have a philosophy truly to what your standards are. And I agree, Agent Paul. I mean, yeah, Agent J. You said Jason Black and Tyreek. What you mean, Pookie? What you mean, Jason Black and Tyreek? Oh, you talking about with the reparations? Yeah, and I understand it. I do understand it when they say cut the check. I do get it. It's not that and I like them brothers, but I do understand it. But my thought is, it's not gonna happen, y'all. I think now they just gonna just move forward with just kind of just cleaning house with us, and there's no stopping the shit now at this point. And And what's going to stop it is the Most High. And I think the Most High, and it's you. Brothers, y'all gonna have to start seeing yourselves in how really how you envision yourself at the highest level of a spiritual being. You guys are gonna have to commit to yourselves full body workouts. I mean, that's just the physical aspect, but this is war. Spiritually, you have to detach because really, like my man Agent Paul said, I think Agent Paul said that um, that you said they are parallels in the Hispanic community. I agree, and a lot of my Hispanic brother, I have a son. He's mixed, and he's you know a lot of my Latino brothers. His mom, she's from El Salvador, and I seen recent pictures of him, and I haven't seen my son since he was born, and he's 5 now. But he looks so sad, and I noticed she married another guy, Hispanic guy, and I heard, you know, that he treats my son, calls him Negro and little Negra and all of this kind of shit. But it's in our Spanish community, like a lot of the black community as well. We struggle. We try to fit into this white society so bad, and it's to our demise. And it really hurts me to my heart. That's why I wanted to do this vid. I want this video to be on record because it's really hurtful because I love people. I'm in an industry where I serve people. I've trained men, I've trained women, and to see the crumbling of this society and the way that it's going down, it's it's painful, man. And some of a lot of our women now, they had already been done this. It's something to be just talked about. They had already made their pact that they saying they separating themselves from us, but they have already done that. So that's not. I don't understand where that's coming from, but they have already done that. So you know, being in this hair industry and you seeing people spending billions of dollars on bullshit, but you don't support your boys, you don't support your families, you break up your families. I have messages right now from my other son's mother that she used her boyfriend's profile because I blocked her, but she used her boyfriend's profile, her new baby daddy, a new one, saying I'm not shit. You this, you ain't paying your full child support, you ain't doing this. Ha ha ha. I can help you get on your feet, brother. And I think it's her. But this is the shit we go through as black men. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry for the little pause. You say, as always, the Pimp God have been dropping straight game deeper than ever lately. It's needed and appreciated. Yeah, he has. We sit here and chop it up. Me and Pimp God talk about this shit all the time. And so, really, you looking at this first. Let me go down. Let me share these with you guys too. My son, my oldest son. I have 5 sons, by the way, guys. 5. My oldest son, he's 25, and he right now, I have a grandson that I don't even see that much. He looked crazy when I see him. He sleeps already. He's 1.5 years old, depressed. Now, my son got a baby with a ratchet. I already knew that was no good, but he wants to be the father. He said he gonna be better than me, and this and that, but same old shit. But my son was the Malibu thug. Now he always had close contact with his father. He can get money from me, but not money. I didn't just give him money, by the way. I wanted to make him earn his fucking money. But the whole rhetoric is that he hate his dad. I wasn't shit. I wasn't there. Same rhetoric. But now he's like my best friend. He calls me, texts me, man, you were right, man. You were this. So his son's mother's threatened to kill him. She's dating some new guy that out of jail, fresh out of prison, and he's threatening my son of taking his life over this bitch. And this is how women in our community put us against each other as men. This is what we do. This is what our community has come down to. Threatening my son of his life, but that's the father of her child. And every time I see my grandson, he's fucking sleeping. I held him the last time I was with him. He stayed under my arms the whole time. Sleep. But when I laid him down for a second, he started crying and jumped back in my arms, sleeping. Because he's stressed. At a 1.5-year-old child, black boy, already stressed the fuck out. He's a year in this world and some change as a young black male, and he's already stressed out. See, this system can wear on us, brothers. I've seen my father go through it. Other men they go through the stress of it all, and they crumble. It is a lot of fucking pressure, man. I want you men to really think about how much pressure this shit is that you have to fight through. Really analyze your own life. Analyze your own life, men. And think about the shit you got to deal with at your job. If you're independent like myself, people doing contracts but don't really want to fuck with you. Your family, things that you inspired to do, they kind of laugh and say you need a job. They truly don't support you. They're waiting for you to fucking fail. Don't you know I had my salon for fucking almost 10 years? And my family still didn't believe I owned it with my name on it. Driving fucking different luxury cars. They still couldn't believe that it was mine. That's the pressure y'all face, and I understand, man. But I don't want y'all to, I don't want you guys to fold under this pressure because it's about to turn up. I don't want to see any more of my brothers commit suicide. Yeah, you can support the show. It's Gloves Off Show, a Cash App Gloves Off Show. Appreciate the support, guys. You know, I appreciate anything y'all do. Appreciate it. But I don't want to see any more of my brothers take themselves out. I have friends that already done it, man. And brothers, man, I really want you guys to really start supporting each other the best way you can. Not only me, others. I'm pulling for y'all, brothers, man. And see, I do it through my work. And I think about all the times I was pushed away of helping brothers. I was ran out of barber schools. A lot of these brothers, I post the pictures next time, guys. I spoke to a group of brothers fresh out of like jail and just struggling, juvenile, juvie. And I went and spoke to about 30, 50 brothers one time. And don't y'all know the black women there didn't want me talking to them about life. They wanted me to just to do a haircut. The lady, I knew this lady, director. She rushed down. It was like an upstairs and a downstairs. The brothers were downstairs. And I remember seeing her. I was talking to the brothers. I was in there for 2.5 hours. Now, how long does it take me to do a haircut, guys? Okay. If y'all don't know me, I'm on the top in the game. I go and pat myself on the back, but um, it doesn't take me long. But I'm talking to the brothers about life, and they really appreciated it. It was Hispanics and black brothers. First time I ever actually did it at that time. A group of men, only men. But the director of the school, black woman, overseer, she rushed down. Hey, Mr. Scott, she called me out in the hallway. Are you going to do a haircut? Are you going to do a haircut? I remember this guy. I mean, I remember her doing that. And I said then, I was kind of young. I was like probably 30 years old at the time, 30, 31 or something like that. Um, and she wanted me out of there. She just wanted me to do a haircut. Don't talk to these men about business. None of that. Now I used to teach at that school, so I have a history. But that's how much they monitor our progress, guys. Oh, I'm in Tyson's Corner, Virginia, in DC. Right outside of DC, Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Uh, who's that? As Eric? Yeah, I'm right out Tyson's Corner, Virginia. Make sure I hit the like button, guys. I got 41 people watching. Make sure I hit the like button. But that was that situation. And I always think about that moment that those brothers were so happy. They took pictures with me and had questions. I trained a few of them. But a lot of the guys were telling me that they were encouraged not to be around me. I might be a fraud and this and that. I said, damn. Oh yeah, it's not too far. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Eric Archer. Yeah, it's not too far, bro. Absolutely. I'm right here, y'all can also email me too. At the gloves off show at mail.com too. But brothers, this is what I'm saying. And I also wanted to share with you another story. And feel free, I appreciate y'all chatting and staying, y'all staying, hitting the like button and staying engaged, because I really want to hear from you guys, man, because I care for y'all, man. I really want you guys to be, this is not about me uh, making money and all this and that. It's cool. The dollars that I make, I try to pour back into the community anyway. So if y'all don't know much about me, you can look up Dr. E. Harlan Scott. Those that don't know much about me, um, you can just Google the name and it'll pop up. You can see a lot of things that I do, and everything that I've always done in the past has always been my own money. Everything. A very limited support. I mean, limited. I can almost count on one hand through the years, but it's okay. People can do what they do, but my thing in my channel was really based on for black men to be their best self and encouraging brothers to be working together and having a camaraderie with each other to expand and trying to create a platform where we can chop it up to do things with one another. I think more now than ever on this day that I'm speaking on this night is that everything that we do has to be in the progression of black manhood. This is our country. To my blacks and even my Latino brothers, this is our country, man. And like any group, we have infiltrators that don't want to see us at our best. And now they're going to be rolling out these vaccines and taking this shit to the next level. And the target is always the black men. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I'm going to want to talk about this vaccine stuff. They probably take the channel down. I mean, not the channel, but this video. But I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. We have to be a little leery of it. Not a little, a lot. We don't know. It's not been enough testing. But I'm even putting in my philosophy as a black man. And I'm going to tell y'all this. Y'all can use it too. But going forward, they will weaponize the black woman like they've always done. Shit. They have weaponized her through everything. God damn it. I mean, but I'm noticing more of our sisters going to be rolling up their sleeves to get it. And you're going to have to ask yourself, and I'm doing this. You don't have to do it, brothers, but you're going to have to ask yourself, I'm putting in my philosophy, even when I'm vetting women, did you get the COVID shot? Because you don't know what's in it. And she's promiscuous anyway. They already fucking know that. So just be careful, man. Ask that question. I want y'all, some of y'all, to implement that. And that's on your discretion. But as far as my company and the dealings that I'm going to have with a lot of women that's going to want to come on board, you got to know these things, guys. You said, look at the, the equalizer shit. It's great. What equalizer? James Kills? What you talking about? Yeah, black men are. Absolutely. See, the thing about it is, yeah, we in trouble. Well, we already been in trouble for the last, I went back and looked at some of the comments. We already been in trouble for the last years, but specifically now, Eric, Queen Latifah, specifically now, I had to check that out. Specifically now, more than ever, you're right. The key focus is going to be us. It's going to be us. Yeah, Queen Latifah. She's old, fat. I mean, just crazy. Queen Latifah playing the Equalizer. Come on, y'all. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is how bad it's gotten. And have any of y'all seen that? Like I said, it's kind of spitting game to the front. Have any of y'all seen LA's Finest with Gabrielle Union? Have you guys seen that bullshit? How she just treats the black men like shit. She told the dude, no, that shit is some bullshit. What do y'all think about the whole LA Finest? Y'all notice how, oh, they think they got a green light to go in on us. You're right. But have y'all seen well, on the LA's Finest, I think the chick is Latino. I think her partner in crime is Latino or some shit. And she has a family, but Gabrielle Union doesn't. And Gabrielle Union look like shit to me now. She used to be fine back in the day. She kind of masculine. She walks hard. I mean, her wig fucked up. Just a old black hag. She looked crazy. But she treats the black men. She wanted some dick. Oh, and she even told one of the white guys she fucked that it was just, she's letting everybody know on the show. It's just, I just gave up the pussy like a nigga. No strings attached, guys. Don't get strings. She's everybody's bitch. This is the black woman. And I had some good sisters as clients. Don't get it fucked up. I had some good ones that I sit and chop up game with, and they're pleasant sisters, man, very pleasant, and they enjoy the game. But you can also still see the gynocratic energy in them. And also, men, you need to understand that your masculine energy, just your energy alone, when you walk into a fucking room, that's gonna be a problem. Y'all need to really be aware of that shit. The alpha energy you talk about, just being a black man, heterosexual man, that's about to be a problem. We already knew it was a problem, but the climate is changing to straight target you. I mean, straight up target you. If you walk in a goddamn grocery store, you probably already go through the shit. No, she don't. She don't have a nice body. So no loyalty. So what I'm saying to you guys is that we're gonna have to be loyal to each other. I mean, we gotta start having brotherly love like a motherfucker. Not just some speech of like Philadelphia. You know how they some of them motherfuckers rude as fuck, called the city of brotherly love. But we have to be a band of brothers that literally stick together like our lives depending on it. And we have to create a circle of unity and our own governing system within our own fucking group. Like Sheep talks about. We our own agency, and that shit is fucking real. We are gonna have to make sure we give the proper support to those that are creating and building in the community. Period. Point fucking blank. and it's heterosexual men. I had a woman reach out to me today, one of my sisters on Facebook. She said, "Hey, Scott, I see the things that you're doing and this and that. Here's a group in Baltimore, because it's not too far from me, Baltimore, Maryland, probably like an hour from me. Um, and I go there sometime, but I haven't been in a while since the COVID shit. But she reached out, and I first, some group that they doing stuff for men, and I said, that's cool, that's what's up. I had to check more into it, but I said, but are these men running it? She said, "Where's some women in?" I said, all right, okay, well, I can't. I need men running the shit. Yes, we are. I agree. We just dildos. Yeah. And really, fellas, you got to understand, as a heterosexual black man, we got to make sure we can't have women in there because they're going to monitor just like when they in there, they're there to break the shit up. I'm sorry. I didn't tell her that. I said, okay, I guess it's a start. But I didn't really try to discourage. I said, maybe they mean well. Some may mean well. They may. I don't know. But as men, we can't be allowing that shit anymore, man. Fuck that. When we deal with our boys, if we're going to have stepdads and men, we got to start just doing man shit with men only. If you decide to take on a single baby mama, if you decide to, when all the shit falls apart, you're going to have to make sure that you have full control of raising that boy to be what he need to be around you. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. 63 people watching. But you make sure that you vet these people like you are a business, guys. Become that. Adopt the philosophy. Then we can create mergers amongst men. I'm doing something over here. Maybe in Oakland, I can do something with Golden Child over there. Eric, we can do something here. We can merge as companies. And even with our women, if we have more than one woman, I'm like, hey, Eric, I have a group of women, my wives, they can meet, they can go handle this, with your wives. We can close this deal. We can get this property. We can get this. That's what it's going to have to be on. Each man in this chat room right now, develop yourself as the master of whatever you're doing in your field. We don't have time for the pussy anymore. Do we enjoy sex? Yes. It's only natural, guys. But how long, and I'm guilty of it too, but how long are we going to sit and just be fantasizing about getting ass? Like I said, I'm just with my youngest son's mother right now. She's the only one on the team. She's 23. And, I'm with her. That's it. But I already told her I'm going to have other women. But, that's unless they choose. What's up, fam? What'd you say, Eric? That's your oh shit, you real say. Hey Eric, email me at glovesoffshow at mail.com. At mail.com. Email me, bro. Cause you right here. Yeah, man, we've been through it. And any of y'all other brothers, glovesoffshow at mail.com. please do that. You know, y'all let me know what's good. And but each one of you brothers gonna have to become your own masters of what you're doing collectively. Because I want to be able to do business with y'all. Brothers, we all we have right now. We all we have right now, fellas. Absolutely. I will check you out. You say I'm great at my job and I let it be known. Fuck that. I feel you. Yes. We have to make sure that, let me see. Fellas, we have to make sure that we are pushing ourselves and each other every chance we get and engage with each other, because we have to become the best versions of ourselves, because everybody at this point are not supporting you and is totally against you. And I really wanted to share this with you guys that I'm out here in the DMV area and I don't know what's going on where you guys at. Also in the chat, let me say this before I get to my point. Put where you guys are located. I'm curious of you guys' locations. Just put in the chat real quick where y'all located. See where y'all representing. Let me check that out real quick. Put in the chat where y'all where y'all looking at this from, where y'all located. Cali, Chicago, North Carolina, Atlanta, Chicago. San Diego, Oakland. Okay. Boston, South Florida. That's what's up. So my Cali and my Oakland, Chicago representing. Shalom from Atlanta, Los Angeles. That's what's up. What's the climate of where you guys, what's going on as far as you guys and where your perspective, your respective locations? What is the climate right now? Wisconsin in the house. Detroit, Alabama. That's what's up, man. I love y'all brothers, man. I probably never see y'all in person. Um, but what's the climate of where you guys, your respective locations? What's going on as far as since this whole 24 hours of the presidency and leading up to it? What is going on out there? Brooklyn, New York, the Boogie Bronx. Salute. British Columbia, Arizona. Yeah, it's probably and this is why I'm asking, because they either on OnlyFans. He said I'm in Cali, women in survival mode. They're only on OnlyFans or juggling sugar daddies. This is what I'm saying. Men, y'all gonna have to understand that you're gonna have to become, because this is not a fucking game anymore. It sound fun. I heard some chat rooms that we gonna have I'm gonna have pussy gonna be this. We gonna be able to get it, and it is gonna be cheap. It's already ain't shit. But when you really assess a woman, I was telling the pimp god, I was looking at a friend of mine on Facebook, and I looked at her picture. She had her legs crossed, and she just some average bitch. I said, this is the sum total with all that shaking and moving and things that they're doing. What'd you say about Biden? Simping for Biden hard and in the D. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But if I wish I could have a picture up of this chick, but whatever. Y'all seen one, seen them all. But this is the sum total of her life. They're not doing anything. Nothing. And I know y'all seen the reports. I think 11,000 jobs were lost. I think within the last 24 hours or something like that. I had to look at the report. Again, it's something I read and I think it's the Insider Business. Also, y'all can support the channel, Gloves Off Show, Cash App Gloves Off Show. I appreciate the love, guys. Respect to y'all. Gloves Off Show, Cash App Gloves Off Show. But I was looking, 11,000 jobs were lost. And men, DMV in the building. And fellas, y'all need to understand, man. All is not lost with black men. I get excited to see brothers that's thriving, man. Yeah, they saying they divesting from the black community. They already did that. What'd you say, Bronx Don? You said shit got harder in the women in New York. What's going on with the women in New York? My New York fan, what's going on with the women in New York? I have a couple friends up in New York. Well, a few friends actually, but they kind of got quiet on me. My family dynamic. Absolutely, Ebo Sosa. Yeah, because what's going to start happening, what y'all brothers need to understand, is that even in our little circles, women going to try to start infiltrating that shit too. They've already done it. And I really want y'all brothers to be strong on the ass shit, to be truthful. Because women just going to be just throwing ass like it ain't shit. And you have to be very leery of why do she fucking want you. I mean, right the fuck now. We already was fucking blindly. But I mean, in this current energy and climate, you have to be looking at her side. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is fine as fuck. I know a lot of y'all can't handle that shit. I know. But y'all gonna have to yes, go to the gym. And even learn, I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Y'all gonna have to learn some type of hand-to-hand combat. I know y'all been hearing this shit for years, but and even learn a hand weapon, not just a gun. I mean up close. A sword, some type of shit. Y'all gonna need to know that kind of shit, man. Yeah, you're right, J.R. Meadows. 91% black women voted for Biden speaks volumes about the importance of unity worldwide. Absolutely. You said, or just go ape shit crazy. I agree, Ebo Sofa. Yeah, she's a human, nothing more. Her shit's stained just like everybody else. That's true. And see, the thing is, guys, is that like I said, being in the hair industry, I didn't seen it all. So some men can't handle being around women like that. I've seen it. I've taken brothers with me to go at speaking engagements, hair shows, fashion shows, backstage, and they sort of be helping me, supporting me. I mean, assisting me. These dudes run off with bitches, trying to holler at bitches, trying to impress them like they not working with me. I'm telling y'all, man, I've seen that shit. Now I'm putting these guys on, but they act like they bigger than me. Men in the face is two things that you could tell about a man, a black man in particular. When you put him around women that he ain't used to being around, and when you put him around white people. That's the two measurements of a man you can see. We can sit here and talk shit all day on this chat for hours. But you put men around dime women, I've seen it over and over again, and white folks. You know who that man is right there. Nothing more to be said. Am I correct? If y'all want to keep it 100, even with yourselves, we got to start checking ourselves too, fellas. And we got to have an honest therapy amongst ourselves as men. He said, pussy distracts brothers like Tom Brady facing the blitz. That's funny. Let's just be honest, man. It's one of the two. It's either bitches or the white man or white folks. And I was just telling Pimp God tonight that how even when you, and here's another thing too, it's on the same thing I want to talk about, but when you deal with white women, because it's gonna be an influx of that too. You guys gonna have to deal with white women the same fucking way you deal with everybody else if you're true to the game. And all the white women I've dealt with, and I was telling Pimp God tonight that I never really had issues with them. But what I treat all women the same. I treat them all the same. I'll be the first to tell y'all that shit. And it's just by default because I just because of who I am, you know. But they kind of vanish out because it's like they said. I think Malcolm said, Malcolm X said, it's either what you uh because they madly what is it they to fulfill their lust or what's the two things he said um or they fucking crazy or they truly in love with your ass. It's one of the two. And most of the women that the white women that I dealt with in the past, they have always, they have done things for me, and I made sure they've done things for me. And then the black sisters have done too. But I'm saying they phase out because your masculinity, and if it's not compromised, a woman has to be, when you are a masculine heterosexual male, I mean through and through, not running through the door talking shit. I mean just who you are, and you exude magic when you walk in the room. That's a lot for a woman, man. That's a lot for her to take on. You have to really look at it from that standpoint. And most of our women have not been cultivated. Appreciate the cash app, Paul, JP. Appreciate the cash app, Jason. Um, but it's a lot for when you guys are bettering yourselves as men. It's a lot for a woman to deal with that because this society don't cultivate strong heterosexual males, let alone black ones. That's a lot of pressure on a woman, man. Y'all need to start looking at it from that perspective. And you don't compromise that for her. But you need to understand that's part of your fight and struggle is that she's not cultivated to be in a relationship with that, and let alone a black man. See, there's one thing to talk the shit, and there's another thing to live it and be it. I want y'all brothers that's in here right now, there's 69 people watching. I want you guys to live it and be it. He said most white women have three daddies: government, the black daddy, and the white daddy. That's funny. But you gotta hold them the same way you expect sisters to do. And see, here's the funny thing. Yes, that's true. Difference being qualified and certified. That's 100. Um, Here's another thing too, guys. I'm gonna talk about the foreign women. I talked about it with BGS on his chat before. Um, but I wanted to really share this one with y'all too, the SYSBM. Remember I said a while ago, and I think I told BGS this, that they will shut down the borders of your ass going over these black men. See, I think that we underestimate who we are. Most of us, even in this chat, don't know who we truly are as black men. And it's okay, meaning that we didn't know this. We don't. And I even told Angry Man this. And he said, I don't, at the time, Angry Man said, I don't know if all this is about us. I don't know. He ain't dismiss it. But even as smart as a lot of us are, we still don't understand all of this shit is about you. See, I never waver from that shit. I'm on record saying that. All of it is about you. All of it. You are the shit, men. You are it, men. Do you fucking believe it? If it wasn't about us. Hmm. Hey, Paul, I had you as a moderator. I think I did. Ebo, I'm gonna add you as one of my moderators too. Um, but you have to understand, fellas, that when you deal with these foreign women too, a lot of my brothers, they traveled, went to Brazil, went to Colombia, and dealt with all these different women. Me, myself, I dealt with a lot of women from Puerto Rico, a few Colombian women. But I treat them all the fucking same, which is their frustration with me because it's like, you fine and all, but I need more work. I need you to be able to do something, contribute to my bottom line. See, I'm an equal opportunist. And I've messed with average looking chicks. And I've got more work out of the average chicks than the dimes I dealt with, the truth be told. And most dimes can't even fuck. That's another thing too. That's kind of a side note. Most dimes, that's something we need to do a show on. I need most I would say nines and tens especially really they can't really fuck. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't my best sexual experiences with dimes. Eh, and maybe y'all's different. I mean, it wasn't totally, a lot of them that I dealt with weren't totally bad, but it wasn't the best. Like I can look back and say I forgot about them. Put it like that. Oh yeah, that's true. Exactly. Yeah, I'd be the first to admit that I have a whole list of average and dimes. I mean, but the profession that I'm in, guys, like I have a lot of stories that'll make y'all fucking sick. That'll be another show. My stories being in the hair industry and the shit that I've seen and done. I mean, being a heterosexual man, uncompromising black male, I can tell y'all some rich shit. Trust me. That's part of why people scared like I talk the way I do. They're like, man, your client's gonna not like you. But they respect me, so that's the only thing matters. I don't give a fuck about them liking me. Yeah, because I think BGS had mentioned it, and I think Sheep did too one time. Yeah, the sixes and seven. Most of my baby. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm like Future out this piece, and I think y'all already know. I had 5 baby mamas, y'all. I am not proud of that shit. Yeah, you say you've been to Brazil and Colombia. Yeah, I heard Andrade. I've never been to Brazil, but yeah, man, it's that whole thing. I'm about to tell you about my baby mamas, but yeah, real quick about the topic of, I just want to finish that up real quick before I tell you about my baby mamas. But in a lot of those countries too, man, y'all gotta wonder why these women don't have no man. If they dimes to you and you go there, they don't have no man. You gotta ask yourself, what the fuck is that about? And see, most of these countries ain't fly as America, and what makes America fly is the black man. That's why everybody want to come here. So these third world countries, they ain't got no fly dudes doing it like that. All of them want to come here. So you got to be careful dealing with these bras, man. They may be fine, and I get it. God damn, beautiful skin, head, thick thighs. Oh, fat booty. Whew. I understand, fellas. Trust me. But at the end of the day, once you bust your nut, what does it all mean? Even if you had 2 or 3 of them there, and once you come, what does it mean? What are you getting out of these broads? Now, if you just want to have a good time, that's cool. But I'm going to tell you something. When you become on that superior man level, your time and your phallus is very important who you give it to. Because you give it to some third world pussy. Them bitches like peasants. Yeah, 9s and 10s are lazy as fuck. That's another thing. That's a good point. Who said that? D. Yeah, 9s and 10s are lazy, man. I'm going to tell you. Um, they're very lazy, man. 9s and 10s, oh my God. They are not. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you in my dealings with 9s and 10s. And I'm gonna tell y'all this is the crazy shit. My dealings with 9s and 10s, most of them were models, professional models. When I did the fashion shows, New York and um, you know, and Miami fashion weeks and all these. Oh, there were some bad bras. Don't get it twisted. Now I'm gonna tell you straight up. Now, but when I had sexual intercourse with them, it was fucking boring, man. It's like because most of them are worried about how they look, even when you fucking them. They're not really there. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird because they don't have to work for shit. That's what makes them lazy. They just used to niggas flaunting and really paying for everything. Now, that's why they everybody's bitch. 9s and 10s are typically dealing with multiple niggas. You said the MBA and the PhD bras are said to be lame, from what I heard. Yeah, they lame too. But here's the thing. I'm giving y'all all the fucking secrets for real. The thing is, and most of y'all already know this shit, but I'm gonna say it anyway. But the thing is, um, when I dealt with those women, man, some of them broads that um they weren't really they're not engaging really. Like they don't give a shit about what you trying to do. They don't give a fuck. They're fucking you like they get handbags. You know how a bitch buys a new Chanel bag or a new Gucci bag she wants? So you become the hairstylist guy that's popular that she wants to fuck, that everybody loves at the backstage. That's what I was. And I didn't realize this shit. That's good, man. Um, Disco Code, Disso Code. You said I went on 388 days without sex. Yeah, I've done that shit multiple times in my life. I'm gonna tell you, man. Even having, uh, even when you become when you are trying to better yourself, you can't have. Appreciate the cash app, Eric. Appreciate the support, guys. I appreciate that, Eric. The cash app. Appreciate that. Um, I'm getting a new computer so I can have a nice setup for you guys too. I'm doing on my computer laptop. It's pretty big though, but it's nice. But this is kind of like I said, I want to do a quick ramble late night. A lot of people's YouTube streets kind of quiet tonight. Have y'all noticed that? It was kind of quiet tonight. um, but what I was saying was, you say it's so bad now, you have to get a woman to STD test before you even touch her. Said these women sleep with a man after a man like it's nothing. Oh yeah, man. Appreciate you, bro. Absolutely. Oh no, they can't take. Hey, Jace. No, they can't take saying no. You right about that, and insult. Oh, they have a fucking problem with that. They have a problem with that, and also what I noticed, some of the ex ball players' wives that I slept with through the years. Um, Now I didn't slept with these dudes' wives. Now it's, and I always say I didn't like doing that. Um, but I was young, man. So y'all, please forgive me. I didn't know shit about what I know now. Um, but I was learning even in the process of dealing with these women, because I was just analyzing. These bras want to sleep with me, and I'm like, these chicks are married. Like I said, I can't say no names of who these bras are married to. Some of these guys, football players, basketball players, and shit like that. But the access was so easy, and uh, it's like weird. One of my football player clients just texted me for a haircut tomorrow. It's like, this nigga, is he listening? Shit. He's like, is that my wife? Shit. 'Cause I do her hair too. But anyway, that's a side note. um, but the access to them, these women be bored as fuck, man. See, most of these dudes marry these women because they were nines and tens. And he said, buy those men her loyalty. And yeah, you right. All the money and the fame, and buy those. He said, buy those men her loyalty. No, they didn't. No, because you got to remember, it goes back to what we always talk about, guys, is that the first of all, her womb is damaged. That's number one. She can't bond. So that's another thing too, guys. You're gonna have to find out her womb resume. That's another thing y'all gotta implement. It's her womb resume. Where has it been? I mean, like, really, no, man. I mean, not even. It's like weird. You're judging it, but not even a judgmental standpoint. You gotta have to start because it's like you're judging it, but you're judging it from like a person would judge you if you had a job interview. Okay, well, maybe this won't fit. That's what I mean, judging. What fits in your program. You said that's tough to do. What are you talking about, Jubiel? What's tough to do? I don't know if you're talking to me, but you guys on fire tonight, man. Y'all saying some real shit. Never seen many women who don't like condoms. Yeah, most women don't like condoms. It's kind of almost understandable because you got that shit going in, but for your sake, it's probably best to use them. But you guys need to understand that those chicks are not, they were already damaged going in. They were just with their looks, they just bought a simp. Most of these athletes and stuff are simps, you know. I hope my clients ain't listening, but the shit they be saying about these dudes, man, that shit don't even be funny. They just be laughing at the notion of supporting their men. Oh yeah. Yeah, you said the facts. A lot of females lack creativity and personality. Oh yeah, they are, man. They are. Oh, you saying find out their body count? Yeah, that is true. Minnesota Avenue in the house. That's what's up. Shane Powell. You sound familiar. Yeah, you can't really, no, you can't really know their body count per se. I mean, in other words, it's more than one or two motherfuckers that you could figure out. But based on their time, their age, and the shit that they do, just look at a bitch and look at the shit she talk about and how she move. That would give you kind of a estimate of what category is she in. Low ho, high ho, or completely prostitute porn star hoe. Um, there's those categories you can kind of range them in. You'll never know the exact number. You said B just said that black women and women going to have to compete for the black man. Oh yeah, they are spiritually bankrupt. You right, real talk. Hey, we're not having sex for a long time. It's my age and concern about testosterone and my performance is whack after long. You know what? Here's the thing. Now y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Y'all brothers tell me if I'm wrong. And this is just my personal experience and my personal opinion. But it gets to a point where your performance to certain women, you don't really have to perform. And I'm telling you this from my experience. This is my experience. And as many women I've been with through my life, I remember trying to outperform and fuck the shit out of them and do all this dumb shit. But then you get to a point where when you're really looking at them when you're having sex, just look at a bitch when next time you're having sex with her. Just look at her. Just look at her. How many dicks been in there? She's oh, you hitting it. Okay, right there, right there. It's like, ugh. And you saying to yourself, how many dicks been in here? Now she's moaning. She's giving you the performance of a lifetime. Because why is she doing it? See, when you get to a certain point in manhood, in part, I feel you, I'm 44. But when you get to a certain point in manhood, you're not really you're rewarding her with your sex after a while. And it's based on when you want it. Based on her performance and how she served you. You understand? So when you sitting across from her and she served you and she ain't really been pressing you for sex like all week, and you just looking at that fat booty and you like, ugh. Then you can go in and you pretty much good for a week or two. If you have a woman and she's serving you. But trying to perform for different hoes every other night, that's draining, man. And you're not, it's really you putting into an empty fucking vessel, man. Yeah, that is superior man shit. You right, D. You got it. Because it gets to a point where it's just not, I mean, what are you really getting out of it, man? Exactly. You right. JP, you right. And it shouldn't be about serving her. You say she doesn't know what she wants and can't build anything and serve yourself. There you go. Look what JP said. Agent J Poole said in the comments. That's exactly right. See, this is the shit that most men don't talk about. And this is the shit that y'all need to know. Because it's really, that's what it's about. And do I have a high sex drive? Yes and no. I think part of my creativity in building is really my baby. I get off on shit like that. Shit that I'm working on, projects, and I see it come to life. Then maybe I want to take my woman out for dinner and then maybe be with her femininity after she massages me and just be sweet to me, really not even wanting to fuck me, just serving me. Then sometime it hits you and you just go ham. But that's what it's going to take. And I think I've always really been like that, guys. I think I'm just caught in the young matrix and this fucking bras. But then I start, even when I'm fucking, I'm looking them in their face saying, this bitch is, she ain't really, she there, but I just started seeing how women can turn on you so fast. That's what made me say, all this fucking you doing, but she can just turn on you like that. I'm like, and I started analyzing that shit when I'm even engaging in sex with them. He said quality over quantity after a while. Once logic and the purpose officially overpowers the ego. Yep, your ego. Yep, that's true. I banged too many of the wrong women and had too much to be and waste time for, bro. That's true, bro. So y'all brothers know what I'm talking about. That's the black pill shit. That's black pill, black pill. I took a class next to Iverson Mall to teach. I took a class next to Iverson Mall to teach you how to do hair and nails, but I took the nail side. That's a good that's a good bag, women. Be surprised. A straight black man that knows how to do nails. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one. Shane Powell. Yeah, you do the nails, man. Hell yeah, you do the nails. Shit, getting engaged in that. But once you guys, when you are engaged sexually with these women, the whole dynamic change once you become your superior self. The high value man, which is really popular now, yeah, you gonna fuck for days. I mean, you the man. Shit, you high value. You that fucking dude. You gonna get pussy, and you can get what you want, which is what Kevin Samuels talk about. You get what you want, and that's true. Cause I've been in that position for a long fucking time, you know. But Superior Man, which I have an audio book about, is completely fucking different. Because now you're governing who you give yourself to. Yeah. You said how you see Black Pill? D, are you asking me that? Or you ask somebody in the chat? Well, until D answer my question, you say if they turn on you so quickly, why do you continue to engage them? But I was talking about blood boiling. I was talking about in my past self, you know. Um, I didn't know. And I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about my past self, blood boil. Um, okay, D, you saying okay? So the only reason I refrain from using black people label is some made it seem you gotta be depressed to be black pill. Oh, I see what you're saying. How do I feel? Okay, well, I'm gonna address that in a second, D. I want to tell something to blood boy real quick. He said, "Why did I engage the women in the past?" Well, I engaged them because at that time I didn't know. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't know myself. I wasn't fully developed as a man. So I'm doing what everybody else do. Like this, for an example. I'm gonna give you a good example. I was telling Pimp God about this. One time I saved, and I was fucking in my early 20s, guys, like 21. I saved over $60,000 cash. That was back then as a kid. I was making money. But here's the thing, I didn't know what to do with it because I wasn't taught. My dad wasn't an entrepreneur. My dad didn't have no real dreams, aspirations. So only thing I did was just spend it. I just took bitches out, went to eat and buying suits. I didn't know what to do. I just had money. I didn't know. I was a young man. I didn't know what the fuck to do, which is why most athletes blow their money. I understand why. But I'm saying I didn't know. So the same thing in the sex game with chicks. I'm dealing with bras 'cause I thought that's what you do. You know, they fine, they like you, like shit. Okay, might as well hit it. But I didn't understand who I was. You understand? I didn't know who I was in the game. So therefore, I made I was just engaging in it. Like you said, that's why I engaged it. But the whole time, no, I was assessing the broads that I was engaging. This is how I know what I know. Because I've always been a guy that's seeking for truth. And that's one thing about me, which is why I came so far in the industry. Because I've always seek truth and to better myself. So even if I'm engaging in sex with women, I'm analyzing her. You can always feel the difference too, man. And it's disappointing because you can even feel when a bitch been with other dudes. That shit is some painful shit. You can feel that shit. Tell me I'm lying. You understand? So I was just young. I didn't know. But I don't engage them like that anymore. It's a different premise when I deal with them. You understand? So yeah, that was a good question. So I'm gonna get to D. So black pill. See, my thought on black pill knowledge is that's something that is an individual thing. Red pill is really you coming into it. You're learning shit like damn, like your eyes are opening to a lot of shit. But I think black pill is the individual, my opinion. And based on your development, it's what each individual and of enlightenment sees from the red pill. And it's based on your experience with yourself. And once you start engaging yourself, other aspects of life and how you see things become completely different too. And that's a whole nother dynamic of understanding of black pill. Because now you get into the esoteric understanding of things. You start asking questions about shit that most people ain't even thinking about. You understand? You start seeking different things in your life. And that's based upon yourself. Like my mom teaches a Montessori class, for an example. She teaches in DC. She teaches the pre-K, the little kids. But Montessori is based on each individual's uh, their assessment, their level of learning. And it's not saying one is better than the other. It's just your level. That to me is what black pill is outside of red pill. It's your level. Because now you're seeking things within you. Does that make sense? So I can't tell you what you should be thinking after a while and what's this, what's that about a female. Now it's based on your personal engagement with her or with life, period. And now you're assessing everything, not just a woman anymore. I'm reading a black pill. You said I see I swear I came into my masculinity without a male input, but it caused me and my mom and mother to never be close, cause I could read her past, present, and future self mixed with illogical decisions, and that's true. And that's what actually happens. That's real shit right there, black pill. You figured it out. And it is painful when you see that your mom is one of the cohorts in suppressing your masculinity. I'm gonna tell y'all something that my mother told me. And my parents are still together. My dad was there, thankful. Um, they still together, but they argue about everything, but they still together. That's how they communicate at this point. But one day my mom, she was cleaning I remember she was cleaning the house and I was sitting there talking to my mother. I was in my teens. I probably was like 17 or something like that, 16 or 17. And I was just talking to my mother, and then she said, she looked up at me. I remember the day, y'all, like it was yesterday. She said, women are going to have a hard time with you. I said, why would you say that? She said, She just said, I'm just saying. You know what she was saying at that point? My own mother was saying, I'm self thinking and I'm not easily manipulated. Women are going to have a hard time with you. My mother said that. And she was fucking right. My own mother. Can you imagine? You said, ain't no. Oh, yeah. Nah. Well, my mother didn't really, she couldn't control that aspect of me. She couldn't stop me from doing my own business. That's why my mother knew. I'm one of my dad's seeds that got away from the gynocracy. Now, I have a younger brother that's 2 years younger than me. He's a good guy, but he came from the same household. This is why it's so crazy. But he's a lot more softer than I am. He'll beat you in the head with a Bible. My brother, I love my brother, but he's not. He don't have that element. He's the good beta simp. Good guy, but he's the good family guy, which is fine. We need those too. And that's my brother. I mean, shit. He's a good family, good, smart guy, got his own business. He's doing well, but he's a good simp. And he would never think like we thinking about having multiple women, and he ain't even built like that. And we came from the same household. You said I would. I'm very good at cognitive psychology. It took me a while to figure that out. Yeah, the games female play is trivial. So I don't know if you asking who you asking this so cold. You said so. I want to know what the game is now. Are you asking me or you in the chat? You said the games females play is find a man with a purpose and take him off of it. Damn, boy, Jason, you spitting some game, bro. That's why you got the wrench. I already knew you on top of your game because that's it. That's another part of the game because interview you did with Pimp God, you was making was dope. Yeah, I know. Me and Pimp God was saying we gotta do more videos, y'all. We gonna I promise y'all we gonna record one next week. I promise. I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna hold myself to it. We keep saying that, but we be so busy, man, working on shit. But we're gonna do more of those because I like doing those too. But yeah, the game, what Jason said, the game is to, and it's something the Pimp God was telling me, like too, man, like in your purpose, man, y'all have to remember this too. Women will come into your purpose and try to throw you off of it. Gotta keep that shit in mind. Oh, I wanted to share this with y'all too. Check this out. Let me throw this at y'all before I forget. I started the stream off with talking about each one of my baby mamas, right? Now, yeah, no problem, bro. I appreciate you too, man. Um, they have my second one. Now she's sick. My second son's mother is sick. Now she's in Atlanta. Now, if y'all missed it earlier, I was talking about my oldest son's mother and what my son has become. She marries a thug, a wannabe thug. He gonna do some bullshit. So y'all can check the playback on that. But the second one, She broke up the family too. And I was engaged to her. Appreciate the Cash App Black Passport. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love, y'all. Thanks for supporting the channel. Black Passport. Appreciate the Cash App. But she broke up the family, guys. And now, mind you, her stepdad was a white man. Her stepdad was a white guy. And I remember he didn't really talk to me much, which was interesting. His name was Chuck. Just go figure. And her mother thought she was Shaka Khan, had all this fucking weave in her damn head. I should have known then. Now, this chick, my second son's mother, she remind me. Now, I'm going to give y'all categories of how my son's mom looked. My oldest son's mother she remind me of Lisa Ray back in the day. She had that same look, but still had that little ghetto attitude. I was 17, y'all. So I didn't know no better. She's older than I was. She was 22, okay? Go figure. But she had the Lisa Ray vibe, nice body. Now this bitch fat as shit. You wouldn't even, good God, the bitch looks terrible. She's a fat, unbelievable. Anyway, that's her. Then the second one, she reminds me of Guapale. I don't know if y'all know the Guapale, the singer, that nature type chick. She, you know, I was dealing with her. She had a fucking child already. A daughter. Daughter was a fucking brat. This girl used to drive me crazy. Okay. But I'm young, didn't know no better. But I had my son with her now. She broke up the family because guess what she told me, guys? She told me I work too much. I can't take her to the movies like I promised. Now I'm paying for her car, paying for help her pay her rent at the time. We didn't live together, but I was paying her car note, paying this, help taking care of my son. But with my plan, I was in school. I had decided to go back to college at the time. I didn't finish, but I went back to school. In fact, on a basketball scholarship. Go figure, right? The hairstylist playing basketball. But I was doing that, but still taking care of my responsibilities. But she used to be mad when I couldn't come and take her out to dinner or a date night. Bought her a 3-carat fucking ring, fat rock. I wanted to do it the right way, guys. Yeah, I wanted to do it the right way. Yeah, appreciate the support, y'all. Y'all can support Gloves Off Show, Cash App Gloves Off Show. Appreciate it. Now, she broke up the family because I didn't take her out. I wasn't able to take her out. And I remember the day I looked at her in her face. I said, remember, there's no turning back from this. I was pissed. I said, another fucking breakup of my family. I was mad that day. I remember in the car. She broke the family up. All my sons' mothers broke the family up, by the way, guys. So it ain't like, that's what I want to tell you. I had 5 sons' mothers, but all of them I was with. Then I waited 10 years to have my second son. 10 fucking years, a decade. And that shit still didn't work. And I was in a better position financially than my oldest son. I was a kid when I had my oldest son. I didn't know. I was just getting in fucking beauty school. I was in beauty school, leaving high school. So I made something of myself and had my second child engaged to be married. Try to do it the program way, the blue pill way. That shit didn't work. Y'all funny, man. So, yeah, I got PayPal. Let me see, VARDS. Yeah, I have PayPal. It's season11 at mail.com. Appreciate the support, guys. I really do appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, brothers. But I just want to finish up these and then I'm gonna get off of here. But I wanted to. I like y'all engagement. Appreciate y'all engaging. But she she broke up the family because I didn't take her out. And the guy Chuck, come to find out, they were talking shit about me, her stepdad. This is a white man. This is what I'm saying. When brothers, y'all have y'all shit together, this is the kind of shit you face with. Even trying to be a father to your children and be the man, the husband. You got outsiders that don't want to see you succeed. And she's listening to these motherfuckers. He was talking shit about me, but never really would talk to me. Now here I am in college, working, taking care of my responsibilities. See, they don't have nothing to say to you when you're doing shit. You notice that? Have any of y'all noticed that? When you handling your business, they don't really have much to say, especially to you. But when they think you ain't doing something, everybody got everything to tell you. Everybody got everything. Appreciate it, Archer. Thanks for chiming in. I'm gonna finish up with these last couple stories and I'm gonna chime out. But this is where we are. She broke up the family, and guess what? She got married 4 times after me. And now, guess what? She's suffering with cancer. I think she's on her deathbed. I hate to say that. I don't even know. In Atlanta. Now, my third situation, she was kind of the fun girl. Dark skin, pretty chick. You know, she was nice looking, average. She's probably about a 6. And I made her up to close to an 8 when she got with me. That's another show. But I'm saying, she started filling out once she had my child and just really, she had that energy. Now I messed with her like 2 years after my breakup with my second son's mother. She was really more fun, guys. I'm gonna keep it real. When she got pregnant, I was kind of blown. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? Now I'm gonna be honest about that situation. But I was with her the longest. That's the funny thing. The irony of that, she got me at my peak at prosperity. We had 6 cars, fly ass rides. And guess when I got my money though, guys? After she broke up with me the first time. And BGS talked about this. You got to break up with a black woman at least twice. But the first time, she didn't have it her way. Because remember, she was just kind of the fun chick I was fucking with. But she couldn't break me. So when she got pregnant, she took my son and she moved to Indiana. I said, okay, well, fuck it. While she was gone, I became financially super stable, killing it. When she came back, she saw how I was living and she decided to move back. I was a fool for taking her back. But the only reason I took her back, guys, is because of my son. I didn't want to have another broken fucking family. This is what black men are faced with sometimes. I didn't want another broken family. So I brought her back. Now she's with me at my height. She can drive any car. We taking trips to Vegas. She's in front row at the All-Star games. And this bitch still wasn't happy. She still wasn't happy. She did all kinds of manner of evil to me, y'all. And she had me at my best. If I told you the shit she did, man. This woman would have me set up, people calling my job. I think she was fucking with some gay or lesbian police officer. All kinds of dumb shit I had to deal with. This is why you can't make women happy, man. Stop trying to. And that was painful for me, man, because I was closer to that my son, the third son, than all of my sons. I loved that boy. He used to come to my job, to the salon. He knew how to. engage the girls as far as professional. He used to tell other kids, you can't run in here. He was 5 and 6 years old. But he seen his daddy being a professional, but she broke that up. And guess what? The last time I seen my son like that, I'm sharing this with y'all because it's painful. I'm just getting it off me. But one time she had a lesbian chick walking my son past my salon. I was on a corner. My salon used to be on a big glass corner. You could see everything. See inside, outside. But she had a gay chick walking my son past the salon. And my son, even me talking about it, y'all, it's painful. He's looking like, that's my dad. Like, where are you going? This is what these bitches do. Yeah, some butch bitch. But they play these games with black men, man. And I ran up the street. I had a client in my chair at the time. I told my client, excuse me. I ran up the street chasing my son. And hey, man, I appreciate the Cash App, Michael Green. I appreciate that. Also, I appreciate the Cash App, Evan Coleman. Appreciate it, guys. I'm just trying to enlighten y'all on the things we faced. I appreciate the Cash App, guys. You know, if you want to support Cash App, Gloves Off Show. But I ran up the street sprinting, running a business, but I had to dismiss myself to go chase my son down, hug him, and this lesbian bitch telling me, yeah, you ain't calling your son. I don't even know who this bitch is, mind y'all. I don't even know this chick. It must have been one of the bitches she's fucking with. You don't even know if they're a lesbian anymore. They just hate men. They may even get dick, but they hate men. That's my point. You don't know the difference anymore. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, and it's funny. RC Mac. Let me tell y'all, with her, she called the police on me. When we get to fights, she will always hit me, then call the police. If I grabbed her or just pinned her down, she'd be like, oh, I got you now. I got you now. Now, mind you, we had a nice big ass house in downtown Silver Spring. If anybody know, that's one of the Montgomery County is one of the top counties in America. We had a nice house, and man, y'all, I love my brothers, man. This is what I want to tell y'all, man. I appreciate the Cash App, Dwayne Jones. Appreciate it. But she, yeah, Montgomery County. Yep, and PG County. But she used to call the police at my house on me. And the shit she did, she used to be like, oh, she used to smile like, oh, I got you now. I said, why? And I told her, I said, why do you want to do that to me? And y'all, I'm so giving to people, man. I had people living, 2 employees living in my house. One was this chick. She lived in my basement, paying rent, but I'm also hiring this chick. Sometimes she couldn't even pay me, but I'm looking out for her. Another guy I didn't really know, young cat, but I wanted to look out for the brother. Okay. But he turned on me too. And I'd be thinking, like, were they fucking? I mean, I don't know. If I were to make my guess, I would say no. But she was manipulating this dude because he'd be with me because he worked with me too. He was young, but he didn't know shit. I'm like, yo, don't tell her my business. He'd go back telling her shit because they used to smoke. But who knows, man? All of it's just messy. And so I'm saying, when you out here doing the best you can, making yourself the top 5% man, and at that time I'm making 500,000-600,000 a year at fucking 32 years old, 30 years old. Okay. Now I'm saying this to tell y'all is because even that didn't mean shit. She was trying to destroy it, and she did destroy it. Pimp God saw it. Pimp God saw my whole garage, all the shit. I had to move out. This bitch got me locked up on a domestic charge. She lied on me in court. I accepted it because I never been in court for no shit like this. So I just said I'm guilty of holding her down, and and I said she been violent. They don't give a fuck about you in the courtroom as a black man. But they had me go through this counseling bullshit with other black men. And I'm listening to these other brothers, man. I feel for brothers, man. I'm going to keep telling y'all I love y'all, man. Because I know the shit we fucking go through. Now here I am trying to be the best in our community. To be an idea for other brothers to be. Young males to be. Middle-aged males to be. And a father. But I had police coming to my fucking house. Yes, Pimp God is right about keeping your thoughts secret. It's true. She destroyed the business. She destroyed everything. But she didn't really destroy it. But I just kind of said, you know what? I just decided to get rid of all of that. Because prior to that, I was dealing with this other girl. It wasn't my son's mother. And listen to this. I was dealing with her, now. You guys will see her. She built. She's one of them chicks. She used to work for me. She was about a 6, maybe. 6'7", but I had a small waist, fat old ass. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Whew. It was ridiculous. I mean, all dudes be like, God damn. Dudes like, yo, you messing with her? But here again. Now, I brought this bitch in, her and her friends, to work for me. These bitch wasn't making no money. Trained them. This bitch was making 6 figures under me. I was even expanding about getting my salon in Atlanta. This bitch starts setting me up, going behind my back, trying to steal my staff, talking shit about me, and then try to open up a salon around the corner. And that shit didn't last. It closed in a year. But I'm saying this is what our women fucking do. So when you trying to be the... I don't know what happened here. Y'all, you guys are still there? Because my computer, I don't know what happened. You guys are still there checking in? Okay, all right. Yeah, the computer kind of went out. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, but she took a whole staff of mine, and I created her, made her what she is. She took my whole staff, almost my whole staff, and she closed in a year, less than a year, I heard. Now, I brought 3 of them in to train them, brought them up. Whole time, they was going behind my back. You know how goddamn painful that was? But I had to bounce back, and then that's when I started dealing with my son's mother. I was previously telling you about, the call the police on me. And this is what we go through, man. And I remember my son's mother, the third one, when she was in Indiana. And I know she was going out with niggas. I ain't stupid. I didn't care, but I'm just saying she would ask me about dudes they used to play in the NFL that I might know. She was on that tip. She think all these dudes just want to fuck. I'm like, yeah, they just want to fuck. I'm like, I mean, you telling me this shit. Why? I don't know why, but it's okay. But she thought that would get me jealous. But I'm not a dude that gets jealous or shit like that. I don't care. But then she told me, she really got excited because the football players and other shit didn't work. She started telling me about this white guy that wants to take her out. That was such a fantasy for her. She was just thrilled to tell me this white guy, and she probably even went out with the dude or probably fucked him. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm saying how thrilled she was to tell me about this white man in Indiana that wanted to have slave sex with her. Her pretty chocolate ass. You understand? And when she came back, I gave her the world. She had everything. This bitch didn't have to work. But she figured out how to fuck me over. She was even telling neighbors, my next door neighbor, this wannabe thug nigga. They was on some Section 8. You know, in every neighborhood, upscale neighborhood, you gotta have some Section 8 motherfuckers. And she made friends with these motherfuckers. It was this girlfriend and boyfriend couple. But she had talking shit to them about me, about bitches I was fucking. Now, I did have bitches on the side. I did. Not many, but a couple of them. And those were good women. I should have stayed with them motherfuckers. One of them, in fact, man, let me not talk too much because, you know, I'm cool with some of them and their men because I do have respect, so I'm not gonna talk too much. But anyway, one of them, in fact, she really was helping me in my business and helped me do shit. But my son's mother used to be in the salon. She'd be wanting her hair done, but want to go out with me, but she wouldn't help me clean up. If she wanted to go out, she'd sit there and watch. She wouldn't help me do shit, but be the queen. The bitch wanted to be the queen. But tell me about how all these football players want to fuck her. She used to tell me about certain guys that liked her. And I'm like, they only want to fuck Idris Elba. She hung out with Idris Elba. And he probably fucked. Who knows? I'm saying, what does it all mean when the man your son's father is providing for you? You see what I mean, man? It don't mean shit to her. So she broke up the family through the court system. And it's funny because I just happened to look on my Instagram, um, and I happened to see a message from 6 weeks ago, right after my birthday. And it was from her new man. I think it's her because he don't have no profile. I think she uses his profile. Because go figure, he's a hairdresser like me. She found another straight hairdresser. Go figure the odds of that. You know, he funny looking anyway. He looked like he could be weird. So anyway, but he's a simp. You know, she had to get somebody broken, but she's still doing it on the basis of me. But she used his profile to message me. Yeah, you ain't paying your full child support. You ain't shit. You must be broke, bro. That's her talking using his profile. Oh, you blood boy, you live in Silver Spring. That's what's up. Yeah, I had a salon out there for years, man. But she used his profile to message me. I just saw it tonight. This is what made me want to do the video, guys, actually. I'm still, and we're in the middle of a fucking war zone pandemic. And this bitch is messaging me with some simp new nigga talking shit about me. This is where we at. There's no telling. She's in Atlanta as well. The other one's on her deathbed. The other one became fat and sloppy. Now I don't know what she's doing. Yaz Magnified on YouTube. I'm gonna check him out. Yeah. Looking for child support. But she has a man. They moved on, right? Fellas, didn't they move on? They women can just get child support and move on to a new dick, new family, new simp, a new provider. But she didn't want what she had. She didn't want the home, the cars, the lifestyle, no work. She wants child support. That's what they want. Get the bag. She want the bag. These bitch and this bitch is 45. She's done. Now I'm gonna run down the last situation. It's now I waited almost another 10 years and I had my second youngest son with a Latino woman. This is why I teach men, even with some of the Latino women, they don't even know who they are. They're supposed to be us as brothers, a part of us, but they don't even know who they are. A lot of them want to be white. She's from El Salvador. Go figure. I already know about their history. I had to tell her about her own history. They have a black history there, but they fucking drowned that shit out in El Salvador. I don't even know if y'all men even know about the history of that. They don't even identify their dark El Salvadorians there at all. You have to look that shit up to find that. You wouldn't even know they exist. So exactly, Jason Paul. Yeah, man. So well, my Latinos, I'm thinking, here I am thinking, maybe I get a Latino woman that's pretty average. She's cute, but she was average. She was about, I would say a six, not a six. Average broad with good home values. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this though. I'm gonna go ahead and my disclaimer. I fucked up because the bitch had 2 kids. That's why I went wrong. I kind of, but only reason y'all can go ahead and beat me up in the comments. I didn't know no better. Okay. The only reason I picked her for that instance at the time is because she was married to the guy. So she didn't have 2 baby daddies. She was actually married. So I'm thinking maybe she has some fucking values. At this point, now I had women in between. I was engaged to this one broad, Puerto Rican chick. She had all the body work and all of this shit. Those broads in between. She was the typical broad that the Kim Kardashian bullshit with the body. She was attractive. I mean, she was bad and she was a 9, Puerto Rican, but that bitch was all over the place. Single baby mama too. She still wanted to be out in the street, but that's not who I'm talking about. That was before my Salvadorian work. I started dealing with all. Now I dealt with Latino women in my past, but on a serious note, I was engaged to the one Puerto Rican chick first. Then my son's mother, the El Salvadorian woman, right behind her, and um, but she's just they talk about black men like they ain't shit. They talk about us like we ain't shit. Because she said her own mother said, "Why did you have a baby by a black man?" Now here I am successful. I said, "What are you telling them about me?" I never even met these motherfuckers. They lived in Houston. But she said her uncles and stuff would call my son little negro. Now he has to grow up around that. And he's already superior than the motherfuckers. Because he's my seed. And even me talking about it, man, pisses me off. She decided to leave because one day I took her out to eat. She was pregnant. We went out, had a good time. Now, I'm a busy dude, but I do make time for my family and loved ones. I do try to carve that out. I don't take no business with me. I try to implement that. And most men should if you have a family. But implement that time. But I took her out, had a good time. But when we got back, she was sulking, upset. I agree, Shane. It takes away their value. You might be right about that, Jubiel. They might be, but she after we went out had a good time. This is really our last encounter. This is crazy, y'all. Just think about this shit for a second. Why do I tell y'all? Had a great time, and but leading up to that, she used to bring me food, do this. She was the perfect Spanish woman. Oh my God, Latino woman. She took care of her man now. But she didn't after the baby. I mean, when she was pregnant for like 8, 9 months, she just disappeared after we went out, had a good time. She was upset. I said, listen, I love you, but I'm gonna tell you this. I can't have you. I said, what's wrong? This pouting, and I know she had um hormonal issues, and I expressed that. But she used to do it all the time. I said, listen, tonight I can't do it. If you're gonna have this attitude, you can leave. I told her. She just got up and left. Had the baby. Her fucking ego never called me. Nothing. I didn't know when my son was born. She pops up over my mother's house. I was on my way to a business travel to Puerto Rico at the time. I get a call from my aunt saying, do you know some girl named Yenny? I was like, yeah. Well, she's at the house with a baby saying it's yours. That was the introduction of her. Ain't that a bitch? Playing, using my family. She knew I had a tight family, but I didn't introduce her to him yet. I didn't, for various reasons. But she played on that. She played on that shit. And then that was the last I seen of my son, other than pictures. Oh, I seen him in the courtroom. Sorry. Listen to this bullshit. So, other than my last encounter with my son, he was walking and running around, but I seen him in the courtroom for child support when she took me. But here's the funny thing, y'all. We so used to fucked up families, and it's so normal. When I go to the court, she's talking to me like, yeah, you just got to sign in over there. I think you, like, this is normal. She's being my friend and helping me where I need to sign in at. I'm like, bitch, I'm in this fucking court. They don't like me in here. We don't need to be in this motherfucker. And when she saw I had that attitude, I wasn't talking to this bitch. She kind of sat down. That was it. But she was trying to be my friend. Now, mind you, y'all, I used to keep her hair slayed. I kept her hair done. She was in pocket for a minute. But she's being my friend in the courtroom. That was the last encounter with my son physically in the courtroom of child support, guys. Okay. So I'm just saying, man, black men, it's a war zone out here. And we have to really understand nobody's going, you now, when y'all making the best of yourselves now, y'all better be fully aware it ain't the same environment anymore. They coming after what you have and what they can get. You make these bitches work. You make these bitches work. That's why you have to be You got to become. Nigga, my mother. Let me see. My mother gave me a motherfucking ride to the courthouse. Fucking retarded. I'm looking at what you said, Blackbeard. You said nigga. My mother took me to court and gave me a motherfucking ride. They're fucking retarded. I need to look that up. RC Mac, you said I can get off. Tell me, because I do little stuff, but tell me, send it, email me, RC Mac, what you talking about at glovesoffshow@mail.com. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this. I'm gonna wrap it up. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. This is a fucking war zone. This is why you have to, you men, I use the thumbnail of brothers, black military men, because you had to become fucking soldiers at this point. Spiritual soldiers, get your physical body intact. The walls are closing in on you, and we the only ones that's gonna be left fucking standing. And you guys gonna have to know that. Some of us ain't gonna make it out of this shit. Yeah, you do sound familiar too, Shane Powell. I've been around, but you brothers gonna have to start disciplining yourself, have some dick discipline, some D&D. I'm serious about the dick discipline, man. Because bitches gonna start using that. And watch a woman, man. When you even having sex to her, watch her. Because she's gauging your emotions. Women gauge that shit. Even in the middle of intercourse, she's gauging how much she got you. That's why it's only supposed to be used after she take care of you and serve you. It's supposed to be a reward, really, for yourself to feel her, but to her, she has to earn that phallus. Y'all gonna have to be soldiers, man. I'm talking to like 89, 90 people in here right now, and of soldiers. I look at y'all as soldiers. And from this 89, 90, some of us may not make it out. That's just the fact of the matter. We don't know how. I may not make it. Shit. Cause y'all gonna have to pick up the flag and keep it fucking moving. And this is real shit, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. I love y'all dudes, man. If y'all want to support the channel, we could do more of these. Gloves Off Show, Cash App Gloves Off Show. And I want to say I love y'all, man. I really do. And we got to start saying that shit more too, man. Appreciate the Cash App. Benetton. Is it Benetton? Benton Court. But, make sure I hit the like button if y'all didn't do it already. So, I don't know if y'all want to do more of these. Do y'all think I should do more of these? Let me know. Put it in the chat. Do you think I should do more of these sessions late at night sometimes? What y'all think? More late night sessions for a little bit, chopping it up on some man shit. Oh, you said the call in. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do the call in thing. I start working on that. But You said ask the 2 dislikes. I got 2 dislikes, so I guess. You said, "I know you remember if you wanted the easy pass, you go to the Legend nightclub and get your issues worked out the way you had game right in the parking lot." Right. You took it back to the legends. God damn. I was a little young back then, but so yeah, do y'all think I should do more of these or what? But either way, I do it when the mood strikes. And he said, "This is where me." Yeah, man. I try to do the early morning ones too, but I'm trying to give y'all a different perspective on what it's all about. I appreciate it, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it up, man. I love y'all, man, and leave some comments. And like I said, if y'all want to support Gloves Off Show, Cash App Gloves Off Show, and PayPal is season11 at mail.com. I love y'all, man, and peace out.